Hello guys, welcome to this Android tutorial again. In last tutorial we saw how to deal with various Android files and we also saw how to create AVDs. And now we'll start dealing with some of the Android components, some UI components. Today we'll be discussing Android buttons and Android TextView. And in last tutorial I also showed you what are different Android inbuilt files and you'll get inbuilt or in-depth details of those files once we'll start working on those files. So first let's discuss Android TextView. So what is a text view? A text view is mainly used to display text to the user, and there are three types of text views. One which displays normal text, and one which displays medium text, and one which has large text. So basically these are just size of the fonts. These attributes we'll discuss later. Let's first discuss text view. So first let's move on to our activity_main.xml. This is the layout, how you gonna see it on the main screen. If you want to see the code behind this, just click on activity_main.xml, you'll get the code. So here you can see we have defined the text view and we have set its text property to hello world. We can set this to anything. Suppose if I name it Android tutorial, now you will see the value has changed. There you go, you can see Android tutorial. So this way you can utilize text view. And how this structure is laid out: first of all, to get the elements you need to put them in a super element or parent element. By default you'll be having this screen only, and to put elements inside that, first you'll have to put a root element, and inside a root element you just lay out the child elements. In this case we have frame layout as our root element. Today we'll discuss relative layout first, and in subsequent tutorials of this video we'll be seeing what frame layout is and what are other layouts. So I'm just changing frame layout to relative layout. Okay, now we have a relative layout. Now this is normal text view, so we'll just go here in UI. You can code two ways. You can do it from UI and you can code it using XML. So just drag and drop text views which you need. First of all we need medium text, and then we also need large text. Now we'll first discuss what is relative layout. Now in this case relative layout is our parent element. So in relative layout all the elements are arranged relative to other. Suppose this is our main root element relative layout, and inside this we'll place our first text view, second text view, and third text view. You can place as many as elements as you want, and each element will be placed relative to other. How? See here. Go to the code. Here you can see Android layout underscore height 63 dp. So this will be having a height of 63 dp from root element. dp means density pixels. In this we'll be giving values using dps. For height and width we give values in dp, which is density pixels. And when we place this our medium text view, you can see here margin from left is 57 dp, margin from top is 86 dp. You can change these values like whatever you want to. And there are other attributes also. First of all, the attribute is id, and we have given id as text view 1. You should give unique IDs to all the UI elements. And then its layout width is match parent. Now what is match parent? And there you can see we have two types of attributes for these. First is match parent and other is wrap content. What match parent means is whatever the element is there, it will expand to take as much space as is available within the layout elements it's been placed in. So I'll show you how. First of all, we had blank screen. We don't have anything by default. Then we put relative layout as our root element. there you can see the layout width of relative layout is match underscore parent, and relative height is also match underscore parent. So this means this will occupy the entire screen. So we have this relative layout placed here. Match parent width means it will occupy the entire width, and match parent height means whatever the height of parent or whatever the height of screen in this case here, just occupy whole of the area. So this is what match parent means. Now what does wrap content means? For this we'll take example. Now by default, to directly go to the code of a particular UI element, just double click on that and you will go to the coding of that element. Now here you can see we have given layout height is 63 dp and layout width is match underscore parent. You can see it has occupied the whole area, that because we've given match underscore parent. So what if we give wrap underscore content? To get type wrap control space, it will automatically pull in the value for you. Now let's see what has happened to our output. See, now wrap content means whatever the child or whatever is present inside it, just resize yourself according to that size. Now in this case, our Android tutorial, it had size this much only. So when we did wrap content, it just checked the total size of Android tutorial and it occupied the same size. So this is what wrap content means. And now to expand it, there are two shortcuts. If you want it to occupy the entire width, just double click on this. Either you can change it to match underscore parent from here, or I'll tell you one shortcut. There you go. Here you can see toggle fill width. It will just fill the entire width, whatever root element it's placed in, it will just take the entire space in that. You can see it has occupied the entire space. And we'll give some values here also. I'm just giving some random values. You can give any values you like. Now you must have the idea of relative layout. It has margin left, margin top, means it's relative from every direction. From left it's 57 dp, from right it has a margin of 86 dp, and then we have also given it is below text view 1, and in this case our text view 1 is this, and you can say this, our text view 1 had the title or text of Android tutorial. When you will double click this, you will come to here and it is below this text view 1. So it is relative to all the directions. That's why we call it relative layout, because all the elements are placed relative to each other. So this is what text view is. It just used to display the values, and you can also set the text font automatically. We'll see this now with an example.